Yo, what's going on, gang? It's that black guy, the black guy, back again with another banger video for y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, yo, y'all been fucking killing it, yo. I can't lie, I can't even hold you. Y'all really did me crazy. I said in the last video, I said, yo, this might take me a year to get to 40, but I got to 41. I can't believe it. Give myself a round of applause. Like I'm excited, bro. Like I can't believe this is happening. So since the last two videos I did is basically about me doing drugs for the first time, let's just keep it going. Let's just run the well dry. You know what I'm saying? So this video, as you could tell by the title, it's gonna be about my first time doing cocaine. And as you guys know, cocaine is my top three favorite drugs of all time. Well, that sounds terrible saying that out loud, but listen, if you've done cocaine, then you understand how fucking how that should be. So without further ado, let's get into this shit. And thank you guys. You feel me? I'm excited. Now, like, I'm getting a new microphone. I ordered a new microphone. As soon as I hit 40 subs, I ordered a microphone because I know the mic right now I have is pretty bad. It's a fucking headset that I use to play fucking video games. But now I got an actual mic. I got the Blue Yeti. So next video, y'all gonna hear me crystal clear. You feel me? All right, let's get into this shit. So this story takes place, of course, in high school. All my drugs. I did all the drugs I've ever done was in high school. That's where I first began my humble beginnings. The only drug I think that I've did prior to high school was probably just smoking weed, and I don't really count that. Do people count weed as a drug? Like, truthfully, like, what the fuck? Like, come on now. Like, it's 2022. We all grown ass men. Like, ain't no way you considering weed a drug. That's like saying alcohol is a fucking drug. Like, come on. So yeah, this took place in my sophomore year, near the end of my sophomore year, I think. Yeah, probably right. Every time I tried a new drug, honestly, it was like near the end of the school year when I just didn't give a fuck about class anymore. Like every time it was like after spring break, and niggas knew like, all right, we passed the semester, so we would just fuck around, just experiment with new drugs every fucking year for the summertime and shit. So this year was no exception. And this is the year that I started having classes with my boy Gilbert, the plug from all the other videos, Gilbert. I had what class did I have with him? I had a history class with him. I think I had a global history class with him, and I already knew him from freshman year because he used to throw parties and shit. He had a free crib all the time because his parents were never home. They were always in Colombia, so he would always have a free crib. So every weekend at his crib we would have house parties in freshman year, and them house parties were lit. But during sophomore year, let me talk about Gilbert real quick before I get into the cocaine. All right, sophomore year, Gilbert is completely different. Freshman year Gilbert. Freshman year Gilbert, he slang some weed here and there, but really he was just like more of a one of those like popular kids that just like he just get around, bro. He just be talking like he a chill guy. He's funny, feel me? He's cool. He lets niggas chill at their crib. He throws parties. So like, what more could you ask for? You know what I'm saying? But sophomore year, that nigga just flipped a 180. He went from being the party guy to being the fucking drug kingpin. Like he just started flipping, selling all the drugs. Like I said in a previous video, he sophomore year, that's when niggas started doing the pills, Xanax, perks, all that. And he was the front runner. He was, if you needed any sort of pills or nothing, something, Adderall, whatever, you had to take a test, you need some Adderall, you trying to knock, you need some Xans, go to the bathroom on the second floor, he got you. You know what I mean? Type shit. But yeah, so after spring break comes, that's when I'm hearing niggas I'm hearing niggas, I'm hearing word around the street is that like, my boy Gilbert got some yayo, you know what I'm saying? His parents go to Colombia and like he went with them one time and feel me, he brought some stuff back, you know what I mean? I don't know how he did it, but he did it. He brought some shit back. And listen, I had to hit him up. I went to the second floor bathroom. I went on my Snapchat. Went to his name. I said, "Yo, bro, you feel me? Like I heard you got some of that booger sugar. Like I'm trying to see how that shit feel." And immediately, my son, he be in class, literally on because we weren't allowed to use our phones in school because we had the iPads and like I went to a Catholic school, so they were very strict about all that, about ruling and all that. They had a whole handbook and shit. I explained this all before, but I don't know how he was always on his phone in class, but he answered me like in 10 seconds. I was like, damn. Like I wasn't really thinking much of it, but looking back, it's like, bro, this nigga was always on his phone in class. Like, how did he not get in trouble, get his shit taken away, detention, nothing? Whatever. But so I hit him up and he hits me back like immediately. He's like, "Yo, bro, you in the bathroom? I'm about to come out right now." I said, "I bet, yo, I'm in whatever stall I'm in. Feel me? Just say yo when you come in, so I know it's you." So maybe 2 3 minutes go by. He comes in. he comes in the store with me, and he showed me his supply in his bag. He doesn't have that much on him. He probably had like maybe 2 8 balls on him. Nothing crazy, cause at the time we was all still like new to the shit, so it wasn't like we was fucking buying fucking 8 balls off him. I was just gonna buy like a point five really, just to try it out. And obviously I was nervous as fuck to do it, but I kept asking him a bunch of questions about it. I was like, yo, bro, like, how long this shit last? How I'm gonna feel? Like, am I gonna look a certain way? Cause I didn't know. Cause all I did was smoke weed, and I did Xanax a couple times at this point. So I didn't know if like you would be able to tell if you're like geeked off the coke. But 9 times out of 10, you can't really tell unless they're like an addict. Then you could probably tell if they're like doing cocaine a lot. But if it's like your first time or you do it once in a while and you're on coke, like it's barely you could barely notice. But yeah, he puts me onto the shit. He's like, yeah, but this shit gonna have you feeling fucking geeked. You gonna feel real good. You gonna be real talkative and shit. You gonna be vibing in class. You probably gonna be answering mad questions and shit like a studious ass student. A studious ass student. I'm not editing that out. you know, you're gonna be in class answering questions, doing your work type shit. And I'm like, oh, this shit sound like Adderall, bro. He's like, nah, bro, this shit's the next level of Adderall. He said, Adderall ain't shit on this. I was like, oh my god. So he already sold me right there when he said this shit's better than Adderall. He said it's better than anything you've ever taken or thought of taking in your fucking life. He was a real good salesman. I'm gonna say that. My son was pitching this shit like a fucking king. I was like, all right, dude, how much for the point five? I forgot how much he sold it to me for. He honestly, he probably gave me a good deal on it because he was my guy. And at the time, like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he probably didn't because he was the only nigga in our whole school that was selling it, and like, he didn't have that much to begin with, so he probably did like low key rate me on prices. But it's whatever. It was my first time buying off him, so I'm not really stressing about it. So he gave me the point five, and I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, so I should just roll it up and do it right now. He's like, yeah, he has the dollar bill ready in his fucking pocket. Like he always has that shit on him in his wallet. He just has a rolled up bill in his wallet at all times. So he gives it to me. He's like, yo, bro, you gonna snort? He said, yo, snort some, and then afterwards he said, rub the rest of it on your gums. That shit gonna have your mouth feeling dumb. And I was like, rub it on my gums. How this shit gonna taste? I was skeptical as fuck. I'm not about to rub this fucking powder on my gums, but if Gilbert told me to do it and I trust the plug, I'ma do it. You feel me? And mind you, we still in the bathroom stall this whole time. It's been like 5 minutes so far. He had a little scale. He had to bust out to dump out some of the shit from the 8 ball to give it to me. He put it in a little baggie. So I did not take a lot. I took like the tiniest bump, like a little ass line, cause I was obviously it was my first time. I was scared as fuck. So and I'm in school too. Like, ain't no way I'm about to get caught. Imagine getting caught doing cocaine in school, bro. You're literally getting arrested, expelled, and all of the above. Like, it's clip. Your life is over after that. But, but like, so he gave me the bill, and I'm like sitting there. I'm just looking at the shit. I'm putting the bill to my nose, and I'm like, when you're sitting there thinking about doing something, but you're still nervous as fuck to do it, but you know damn well in your head you like you gotta push through it and just fucking do it for the culture. That was me. I was looking at it for a good 10 seconds. He was like, yo, bro, we gotta get back to class, so it's now or never. He's like, bro, fuck it. If you want me to do it, I'll do a line with you too. If you don't trust me, I'm like, bro, I trust you. I know your shit is definitely fire, but like, I just don't trust myself. I feel like I'm gonna go to class and act like a fucking fool. He's like, bro, trust me, you're not gonna act stupid. You're gonna be acting regular, bro. You're just gonna be feeling up. I'm like feeling up, and like the way he was describing it was vague as shit. He was like, bro, you're gonna be feeling real up. You're gonna be feeling euphoric. Like you're gonna be feeling so good. You're gonna be feeling like you're the king of the world. I'm like he was gassing the fuck out of it, and like looking back, everything he said was pretty fucking true. Like as soon as I took that shit, bro, I took the line. We both took it at the same time. He took a way bigger line than me, obviously, because he was doing the shit much longer than me. But I took that line and immediately, bro, I put my head back. I still like that. I'm gonna do the noise right now. I did the. Then I put my head back and let that shit go down my nostril, and I felt that shit going dripping down my navel cavity. What's it called? Dripping down my throat. Pause. And that shit tasted terrible, but I didn't care about the taste because literally as soon as I took that shit, bro, as soon as I took that shit, bro, I was on cloud nine. I was like, whoa. Like I, You know those fucking mad scientists where their hair's all fucked up and shit, and they look like they just got electrocuted. That's how I felt after I took that shit. I just felt like a bolt of energy just like rushing through me. I was like, holy shit. I started tingling and shit. My fucking hands were all fidgeting. I was like, oh my god. I felt like that was the first time I understood what like being a crackhead felt like. I was like, whoa. I felt fucking lit. Like I wanted to just jump. I just wanted to run around the fucking hallway. Like that's how I felt. I just wanted to keep running like forever. I felt like I had endless stamina. But he does his shit. He's still acting calm, cool, and collected. Like he does his little line. He's like, "Whew, that shit was fire, right?" And he's acting cool as fuck. He's chilling. I'm like, bro, how you this calm? Like this shit has me fucking uppity up. Like I'm fucking wide awake right now. Like I could go fucking run a mile marathon, and be totally fine, not break a sweat. He's like, yo, bro, I've been doing this for a couple months now, but I'm telling you, bro, like once you get to class and you start hitting the books, you gonna be feeling like a fucking genius. And I'm like, I bet. So I dap him up, I give him the bread or whatever, and I'm like, all right, good looks. And I go back to class. And what class did I have this period? I think I had. Oh yeah, I had the biology class. If y'all remember from one of my other videos, my biology class I had with my teacher, Miss Lonigan, rest in peace. And I explained this in a story. We smoked a blunt in her class, so just from that one story alone, I'm sorry, my dog's barking right now, but just from that one story alone, you already know the type of teacher she is. You feel me? She don't give a fuck about nothing. So I dap him up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm done with. I'm about to go back to class. Feel me? Good looks for the shit. And he's like, yo, bro, there's still something on the phone. Just like scoop it up with your finger and like, gum it. I'm telling you. So I'm like, I bet, fuck it. I scoop this shit up with my finger and I rub it on my gum, and immediately I just don't feel my mouth. I can't feel it. I'm like, yo, bro, I can't feel my fucking face. He starts laughing. He's like, yo, bro, I told you that shit gonna have you feeling nice. I said, yo, bro, I feel numb as fuck right now, boy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in the hallway fucking strolling to class feeling like the fucking man, bro. I felt so good. I was hype. I went to class with the biggest smile on my face. I was like 5 minutes late. Teacher didn't give a fuck. I went to my seat. My boy was next to me. He was like, yo, bro, what's up? Were you was in the bathroom? I was like, yeah, bro, I just copped some shit off Gilbert. He was like, oh shit, you copped the he did the little fucking sniffing noise. I was like, you know that, bro. You know that. He said, you did it? I said, of course I did it, bro. He was looking at my face. He was like, oh shit, you look. He was like, damn, I can't even tell. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm fucking geeked right now, though. And feel me, I was in class. I don't know what the fuck we were learning in class. We were talking about like some shit with cells or some crap. I don't fucking know. The teacher barely taught us anything really. I'm gonna come clean. She didn't really teach us shit. But I'm not gonna lie, that day in class, I was talking like a motherfucker. Usually I be in class just like, I talk to the niggas nearby. I don't really raise my hand and participate type shit. But today, nigga, I was participating like a motherfucker. And I was getting them shits right low key. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a motherfucking a scholar when I was doing that shit. But, 30 minutes go by. The class period was only like 45 minutes. So basically by the time class was almost over, I was already coming down from the shit. And he told me that the shit was quick, but he didn't tell me it was that fucking quick. I thought it was gonna last at least an hour or something. But I was coming down, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was coming down, I kind of was feeling a little shitty. Like at the start of class, in the middle of class, I was raising my hand, answering the questions. Then right near the end of class, I kind of just stopped giving a shit. I was like, yeah, bro, like I don't really feel like doing this shit no more. Like, fuck this participation crap. Like, we don't even get graded for participation in this class, so why the fuck do I even care? You feel me? So, we finished class. I still have like, how much did I have left in the little baggie? I had like maybe like a point three left in that shit. And feel me, I went home that day after school, and that night I ended up doing the rest of it. And when I did the rest of it that night, I felt the same way. I was geeked as fuck. I didn't do it all at once. Obviously, I split it into like three small ass lines, three or four small ass lines, and I just kept doing it every hour or so. And I'm not gonna lie, I had school the next day. I did not go to sleep. I was up from I was up from 6 a.m. the previous morning until like the end of the school day the next day. I was up the whole time. I was in class the next day, tired as fuck though, like, cause I didn't have no more blow, and I didn't have money to buy it. I didn't have a job at the time. I was just using my mom's. My mom would give me like what 20, $30 every week to buy lunch at school because the lunch at my school was dumb expensive for no reason. So I just starved myself for a week and just started doing blow. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking late. It was kind of worth it, but this was really the start of my whole cocaine binge. There was still ongoing to this day, truthfully. Like I'm planning on doing some more when I go to Rolling Loud in September, but that's gonna be a different story for when that time comes. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared for that shit. But yeah, that's the end of the story. Hope y'all enjoyed this shit. And once again, I want to thank all y'all. I'm really shocked I got fucking like what 11, 12 subscribers in one day, and my view count's been going up, bro. So if you're new to the channel, of course, watch the old videos. I have mad old videos that have like barely any views, and I feel like they're all very good stories. And I kind of don't want to remake those videos, so just please watch them if you really care about the stories that much. Because for me, I got some good stories I like telling. I like talking about my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and catch you on the next one.